Hello, Jekyll Knight here. I don't have my mask on. It is almost 1:15. I have to go to work at 6 in the morning. Have to get up by 5 so I can get ready and shit. So I'm just gonna film random shit. But the reason why I'm recording this is just to kind of bitch about TNA wrestling. You know, so much potential. You know, it was weird when Hogan and Bischoff came in years ago, a couple years ago. Kind of reminded me of WCW, you know, when they brought back the regular ring instead of the six-sided ring. And everyone was saying, even back then, like, why are you bringing them in? You know, they're probably going to run it out of business. They're kind of saying it jokingly. Then when the storylines were kind of, then they were saying, you know, freaking that TNA might go out of business. Then they released Scott Steiner, and he fucking went on Twitter, you know, totally bitching about Hogan and Bischoff and saying that it's going to be like a WCW. But recently, I think just in the past 2 weeks, TNA has had a shitload of releases. I mean, when WWE has their cut crew, you know, when they have their releases, I don't think they've had that many releases as TNA had this past week. Holy shit. You know, Tara, Taylor Hendricks, Matt Morgan, D'Lo Brown, Bruce Pritchard. And then the one that kind of pisses me off is Jesse Sorensen. Yeah, he can't wrestle. I wonder why. Probably because he broke his fucking neck, busting his ass trying to perform for everyone in TNA. So that's kind of shitty, you know. Break his neck, can't wrestle anymore. Well, we don't need him anymore. Let's release his ass. Yeah, that one kind of upset me. And it's weird they're releasing all these, like, you know, younger people that could have potential, but they're keeping Hogan and Sting in. Who the fuck's paying Hogan's salary? Is it TNA, Dixie, or is it Spike TV? I have a feeling if it is paid by Spike TV, that's the reason why you see him on TV so much, because Spike executives want their money. You know, if they're going to pay for Hogan and Bischoff and possibly Sting, they're going to utilize them all they can. And they don't realize that it's killing the fucking ratings. And TNA back in the day, I fucking loved TNA. You know, I started watching when Dish Network started picking up the $10 a week pay-per-views. Went back when they were at the Asylum in Nashville, Tennessee. I mean, basically, Jeff Jarrett and Jerry Jarrett. I think Dixie Carter started. I forgot when she bought her and Panda Energy, whatever the fuck, bought TNA from Jeff and Jerry Jarrett. What is Jerry Jarrett doing? I don't know. What the fuck is Jeff Jarrett doing? I think he's still fucking around in Mexico and AAA. What does AAA stand for? Arriba, andale. What's another Mexican word that starts with A? Asiago. Anyways. And I was reading, someone posted a picture on Facebook of all the Twitter messages that Dixie Carter was receiving with hashtag Ask Dixie. It's like, Dixie, ask Dixie. What does it feel like to be a worse promoter than ICP? That's funny. I don't care who you are. How do you have an Olympic gold medalist, the greatest tag team of all time, you still suck? It's so true. Everyone's been given... And see, this is one thing that, you know, WWE doesn't give a fuck, you know. A lot of people want the Attitude Era. They're not going to get the Attitude Era. You know, WWE is a PG product. And all the hardcore, you know, smarks that want the Attitude Era, you know, they're not going to give it to them. But is Dixie Carter completely oblivious to all of this negative feedback that TNA wrestling is getting? Does she not know that everyone hates her? Thinks that she's a horrible freaking wrestling promoter? I mean, seriously. And I was reading like a thing that D'Lo Brown was saying after it was released, and people were asking him questions. And was that D'Lo Brown or someone was saying that Dixie just needs to sell TNA Impact to someone that knows what they're doing. That's the only way that they could save TNA. I mean, they could get rid of Hogan and Sting, but they could utilize them a lot better. Have them not appear as much, you know what I'm saying? You know, get rid of the Aces and Eights storyline. It's been going on for way too long. It's like the NWO that no one cares about. Main Event Mafia too. What is that? Wolfpack NWO? There's not that many main eventers in the Main Event Mafia. I mean, freaking... Was it Magnus? Magnus is a great talent, but too soon. Yeah, I know he won a world title in Ring Ka King, that fucking show that no one gave a shit about in America. But anyways, it looks like TNA might go out of business in the next year or two. You know, it's not looking good. And when is something going to change? Yes, I realize that releasing all your talent is a change, but you know, there has to be another change that can, you know, turn things around. You know, find a way to get fans and stuff. It's nice that, you know, they got Rampage Jackson, because that was, you know, got people that don't really watch wrestling to, you know, get interested in wrestling. Then you have a shitty product, they're just going to watch it once and be like, what the fuck is this shit? Why is Rampage going here? I mean, TNA isn't all that bad, but right now it's not really holding my interest. And I worry for TNA because, like I said, I was a huge fan of TNA for years. And then I stopped watching wrestling altogether in 2007. So when I came back to TNA, it was alright, but I don't know. They need to put Jeff Jarrett, they need to bring him back. You know, he's at least kind of entertaining. Karen Jarrett can stay in AAA, Lucha Libre, or at least be off television, because no one likes Karen Jarrett. She's hot. I'd fuck her. But anyways, what do you think about TNA Wrestling? What do you think about all these releases that they're doing? You know, is it a good sign, a bad sign? Are they getting rid of dead weight? Are they shooting themselves in the foot? And are they going to be like WCW in a year? Like the demise of WCW? Leave a comment. And I gotta try to get some sleep. Gotta go to work in the morning. Just too lazy to record a real video. Anyhow, thanks for watching if you've been watching this whole thing. I just needed to vent about TNA. It's been on my mind lately. That's all for this video. Jekyll Knight signing out.